Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition of Life and News with Gladys. I'm your host, Gladys, and we're going to be talking about some things that are going on in your life, some things that are going on in my life, some things that are going on in the news, and more importantly, how we feel about all this. And I'm going to tell you how I feel because, you know, my whole life is an open book, excuse me. First thing I want to talk about is T.I. T.I., you know, you went to prison, but before you went, you made all these strides to let us know that you had changed and, you know, I went down the wrong path and I did this wrong thing and I'm going to take responsibility. And, you know, he even went on the TV show and talked to the kids. Kids, don't go down this road. Don't do the wrong things. And, oh, me, dead and gone, you know. And now he gets arrested for possession of marijuana and ecstasy. First of all, who's still doing ecstasy in 2010? Is it just me or is it just so 99? But second of all, T.I., like, really? I thought the old you was dead and gone. I thought you was done with the drama and the guns and the drugs. And now you and Woman's Pig, you getting busted with weed and X. Like, what are you doing, T.I.? I feel deceived. I feel led astray. You know, and I'm keeping it real. You know, all things considered, T.I. could probably still get it. But at the same time, he's on my list right now, T.I. I don't know. I'm giving you a side eye right now, T.I., for you and your ecstasy and your weed in the car. I don't know about that. Another thing that is going on right now is that it is Oprah Winfrey's farewell season. A lot of you know Oprah Winfrey's been on the air for maybe about 25, 26 years. I know since I was about 6 years old. I remember the old Oprah, the big old earring Oprah with the big feathered hair and all the makeup. She was just like larger than life and just glamorous and gorgeous, and she was smart and funny and empathetic, and I loved her and I still love her. So that's why I'm kind of sad that this is her last season. And on the first day of the very last season, she gives everybody a free trip to Australia. Like, ain't that Oprah for you? I mean, I feel sad that I never got to be on the Oprah show, you know, but who knows. So I'm sad to see Oprah leaving. The other thing I'm sad to see is when I'm in my neighborhood, or, you know, many neighborhoods all around the city, and you got crackheads and bums that come up to you and they give you their little song and dance like, hey, Miss Lady, you got any spare change, or quarter 50 cents or something? I could get me a cup of coffee, something to eat with, sister, you got $1, I can, you know what? And I always tell them, no, brother, no, sister, I don't have $1 for you. What I have for you is a hug. Would you like my hug? Would you like to put it on in here? Come on, bring it in. And you know what? I don't mind the fact that you smell. I don't care that it's Friday afternoon and you smell like Sunday night. I will still put my arms around you to let you know somebody cares about you and that you don't have to go in this store at 7 o'clock in the morning and rot your guts with no Thunderbird, no Cisco, no Shorty Wild Irish Rose, or none of that old mess. Because if you're in a position where that's what you want to do the first thing in the morning is go in there and get you a bottle of screwdriver, then you need a hug. And so don't refuse my hug. Don't reject me. You know what I mean? Just let me give you some love, but you ain't get my dollar, flat out. The other thing I want to talk about is a restaurant that I tried yesterday. It's called Alabama Q. It's in Westwood on Harrison Avenue, 1959 Harrison Avenue. And everybody had been talking about Alabama Q, Alabama Q. The food is so good. You got to get over there. And I went on the Facebook page for Alabama Q, and he had all these pictures of all of this, like, gorgeous, wonderful food. So I went up there yesterday, and the food is every inch as good as it looks. It tastes so good. It was good barbecue. I mean, just brisket and rib tips and good potato salad. And he's got greens, and the sauce is so good. He opens up at 11 o'clock every day, so it is worth the ride to the west side. 1959 Harrison Avenue, Alabama Q. Tell them Gladys sent you because you will definitely not regret it. It is great food. The next thing I want to talk about is me putting a hairline fracture into my ankle. How did that happen, Gladys? How did you get a hairline fracture in your ankle? I'm going to tell you. I had given my kids a bath, and in the next morning woke them up, go to school, put their clothes on them. And when we got out to the bus stop, I noticed under the sunlight that there were a few patches that I missed the night before with the lotion. No big deal. I'll just run upstairs and get them some lotion, because the last thing I want is people talking about my kids, them going to school, and people like, ha, 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 look at your elbow, you so ashy. Casper the Friendly Ghost, what did you do this morning? Take a bath and some pancake flour? Ha, 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 ha. I couldn't have anybody doing them to my babies. So I ran upstairs to try to get some lotion, caught my foot in the door, twisted it, popped it, and in a small way broke a little bone in my ankle. Now, ain't that mama for you? Who else is going to break their ankle to make sure you're not ashy? I mean, motherhood is really the toughest job I've ever had. It's the best job I've ever had. But that's just something they don't tell you when you getting all look, you got little baby stuff. Oh, little baby, I'm going to love you forever, baby, baby, baby. Nobody tells you you're going to break your ankle trying to make sure they're not ashy. But I love them. I would do it all over again. Have the kids, that is, not break my ankle all over again. But I just thought that was a funny story. I want to share that with y'all. I want y'all to join me on the next show, because on the next show, I'm going to be explaining why I have a beef with Christopher Smitherman. If you don't know who he is the Cincinnati president of the local Cincinnati chapter of the NAACP, and people are like, well, what's your beef with him? What's your problem with him? I'm going to tell you about that, because I just have an issue with this little skinny, yellow, loudmouth heathen. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't want to give too much away, because I want y'all to watch the next video. The other person who I'm also giving a side eye to right now is Alicia Keys. And Alicia Keys, I love you, and I would never judge anybody, but I don't know, I just feel some kind of way about you, like getting pregnant and marrying this man who like just got divorced. She just always presented herself as just such like a gracious and virtuous woman, and not somebody who would engage in something questionable like that. But I don't want a man to be like, oh, let me sign my divorce decree, then let me just sign this marriage certificate. Like, give him some space and some room and some time for things to die down, let the wounds heal. Then you can just get married and have a baby and be happy. But it just looks messy, Alicia Keys. I love you, and there's no judgment here, but it just like looks kind of stinky. I don't know why, Alicia Keys. It was stinky. Anyway, I think that's all I have for today. Like I said, I want to encourage you to watch the next video. In the meantime, you can hit me up with show ideas, comments, suggestions at lifeandnews@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at lifeandnews, or right here on Facebook, Everybody Loves Gladys. In the meantime, y'all stay beautiful, stay blessed, be happy, watch the videos. If you like them, tell me you like them. If you don't let me catch you on the street. Bye.